So, I've had to give myself a fair amount of time to really process and digest what we are going to be talking about here in this video, and it has to do with WolfeyVGC still being targeted by Verlisify, but there's been some development in this 6-year saga. We had Kurt, aka PKHeX, make claims that WolfeyVGC used illegitimate Pokemon, and DuncanCantDie making claims that he genned Pokemon for WolfeyVGC live on his Twitch stream recently. Now, I'm going to make two things very clear. Number one, I do not support cheating at all. I've always looked at it like this. If you gen and hack your Pokemon for non-official use and the people you battle with are fine with it, then there's no reason to gripe and complain. But if you gen and hack Pokemon for official uses like VGC tournaments, do not do that. In the end, the ways you can get competitively viable Pokemon nowadays are staggeringly easy compared to past generations where things like bottle caps for IVs and mints for natures didn't exist. Objectively, Pokemon from a competitive sense is more accessible than ever before. Number two, my issue with Verlisify hasn't been because he is against cheating. That's not it at all. It's how he goes about these sort of things. He lacks actual proof to back up his claims, and the proof he does have is at best circumstantial, which, by the way, would not hold up in the court of law. There needs to be admissible and indisputable evidence for there to be any progress in court cases. That's pretty basic. For years, it's legit been a case of making claims without proof, and it's been a huge annoyance to the community in general, hence the number of dislikes those type of videos get. It's not that haters dislike it just because. You get those dislikes because of your attitude, as well as clear history of your drama-starting ways, and why you do it in the first place. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes here. I made a community tab post about a week ago giving my initial thoughts about this recent situation, and for the most part, my thoughts haven't really changed. I find it rather unusual that Duncan, who at one time was a Pokemon TO, aka tournament organizer, actually genned Pokemon for Wolfe according to him, which is against the rules. This all stemmed from a Twitch clip of his that got uploaded, then taken down, that highlighted what he said. I took issue with this for two reasons. Number one, where's the proof to back up that claim? And number two, let's say that this is in fact 100% true. Why would you do something that was against the rules when you were an official at tournaments? You can see why this doesn't sit well with me here. I have always respected Duncan, as his Pokemon content was something that I used to watch and be entertained by. It's also funny that Verlisify makes a video off of Duncan's stream and shows only bits and pieces of the clip, which is something Duncan himself commented, that context is very important and that posting clips out of context is disingenuous. I still don't know if it's hard confirmed that WolfeyVGC is an actual cheater, because it's a big claim to make that would destroy a person's career and reputation, and unless you have hardcore evidence that cannot be denied, all of this is really speculation. I think if you used Pokemon that are blatantly hacked, that go past legal parameters, such as a Pokemon with all maxed stats, illegal moves, abilities, etc., then that is hard cheating that should be called out. WolfeyVGC has used mons that were battle legal, so it's all up to interpretation on what you really think and believe. Do we have proof that Wolfey himself genned these Pokemon? No. For all we know, he could have gotten them from other people, which he actually talks about in his video he made way back in December of 2020, where he also mentions how he risks getting disqualified if he hacked. Watch the video for yourself and make your own call from there. The next thing I want to address is when the creator of PKHeX, PKHeX, came out to expose various players, including WolfeyVGC, for having hacked Pokemon. I find it really funny how the person who created the hack in the first place is ratting on those who have hacked Pokemon. that comes off as really scummy, if I'll be honest, as it now seems like you're someone who is above those who uses the jetting software you yourself created. It's like when you invent something and you get mad at people who use your invention. It just doesn't make any sense why you would even do this in the first place. What's even more about this is that Verlisify, who claims to be against cheating and hacking, is defending the creator of the hack and even tries to twist this into the hacker being the victim and claiming that the hacker doesn't appreciate his hacks being abused. What sort of mental gymnastics is that, Verlisify? Do you even hear yourself talk when you edit your videos? I'm willing to bet you don't. At the end, I honestly am indifferent to this situation, as this has been beaten to the ground many times, and my initial issues with Verlisify haven't changed. My issues are with his attitude, his approach, his inability to do his homework and research before making claims and attacks against people and communities, him attacking those and name-calling those who even slightly disagree with him, taking things out of context to frame a narrative, his blatant hypocrisy and contrarianism, and even more under that general umbrella. I'm gonna leave you all with a final point to wrap up this video. At the end of the day, it's the players that win the games, not the Pokemon. You also need to factor in RNG in battles, as those can turn the tides at any turn, quite literally. It's also the skill and experience of the player. You could face off against someone with a hacked team and beat them because of their lack